Hey, welcome back to Lazy Cat, and I'm so glad you're here. If you haven't already, click that subscribe button and turn on notifications. And to all our regular viewers, thanks for sticking with us. If you enjoy what you see, give us a thumbs up and remember to leave your comments below. All right, let's jump into today's video. It all starts with someone calling for all the cast members since they will be starting to film again. He was about to stand when he heard two women talking behind him, pointing up, and when he looked up himself, something started falling on him. He looked around and found everyone in panic, calling for help. He was slowly losing consciousness, and he remembered that he had always been cast as an extra with no name. Despite everything, he still wants to be an actor if he is given a chance to be reborn. He wished that in his next life, he would like to be the protagonist. Seo Jun, Lee Seo Jun. That is the name of the cute baby playing in his crib. Now, his dad is waving to him, trying to catch his attention. The cute baby is smiling and wiggling his hands and feet while looking at his dad. Meet Seo Jun, a 7-month-old baby. Even his mom feels overwhelmed by how cute he is, and his dad can't argue about it. Somehow, our baby is feeling sleepy already, and his parents just told him to go to sleep. In his dreams, he found himself in a long hallway, which was all white. He then realized that somehow he had been reborn and had died repeatedly countless times without having his memory erased. In the end, too many memories accumulated, which caused the creation of the Life Library. His memories and abilities had been stored in the form of books. The door had been tightly shut so that only the ones that fit his body could be opened. Touching the door, Seo Jun realized how big it was. Using a body below the threshold to absorb power would destroy it, so there's nothing I can do about it. Just like what happened when he was reincarnated as a slime, he went like a puddle of slime since he couldn't hold the memories for the said body. Since the door is too big, he then decided to give up on it. He looked around and found a blue door standing in front of him instead. It is the library that was made when he was a slime. Getting tired, he lay down on the floor, telling himself that if it was like before, he would have already opened the door and entered. He got annoyed knowing that the development of a human baby is too slow. Another door caught his attention. It was a small black door, and it was the first time he had seen something like that. He opened the small door and peeked inside, only to find a book. He tried to go inside the door, but sadly, he was too big for it. He reached for the book with his tiny arms, stretching them out. Finally, the book was in front of him. He remembered one of his reincarnations where he was always cast as a nameless extra, and even though that was the case, he still wanted to be an actor. He remembered that unfortunate day and wished that in his next life, he would like to be a protagonist. That was his first life. He couldn't even remember if there was a time when he lived so earnestly as he is now to become something. No, there wasn't. He then decided that in this life, he would be an actor. Not just an actor, but a superstar.
All is decided, but he wonders what he needs to do to become a superstar. First, he needs to practice the breathing of an elf consistently since he's been reborn and gained consciousness. Elf's breathing harmonizes the body and makes it shine. He looked back at the blue door. At this rate of his body, he can only open the door he made when he was a slime. He was just a tiny slime, and one day, while hanging around near a dragon's lair, looking for food, he got hit by the breath of a half-asleep dragon. Probably the dragon yawned, and he died. But after 3 days, he was reborn again.
He entered the blue door, crawling around, and picked up one book. Sitting down, he opened it. It was a book showing when he was still a slime, and the other book was about fairies. He remembered that slimes can melt into an acid solution and extend tentacles far out to change shape. He opened the fairy book, where he remembered that he was a mischievous flower fairy at that time. He was thinking that the amazing looks of a fairy would be helpful to him to become a superstar. He closed the book, thinking too that if the flower dies, the fairy dies with it. He looked at the books again on the shelf, opened another one, and finally found something that could be helpful to him. It was slime's digestion in the lowest grade. It is described as being able to digest anything. The digested object's excess nutrients are changed into nutrients that the body needs. Another one is the fairy's wand in the lowest grade too. It can grab the attention of those who can see fairies. When the one holding it acts while shaking the wand, some of those who are looking at the holder will copy him. Those two abilities will be helpful to him. The elf breath was placed in his tummy, and he looked at the wand, but it reflected on his palm. He closed and opened his cute, tiny hands. He thought that the wand would be placed on his fingers, but as long as it worked, it's fine with him. Every time he opened his hands, the mark of the wand lit up, and he thought it was fun. Baby's instincts are on! Seo Jun is now holding a black-crowned skeleton doll, looking at it. Other toys are laid down on the floor, and his mother's friend is watching him, wondering if Seo Jun is eating well. She added that her son, Ji-yoon, won't eat anything. Seo Jun's mother comforts her friend by telling her that even the hospital said that there's nothing wrong with Ji-yoon and that he will gradually get better too. Another friend mentioned that the baby is already like that, and how much more of a handful is he going to be when he grows up. As time goes by, they heard Seo Jun crying because he is already hungry. His mom stands up and wonders if it's time to feed her precious, cute baby. Hearing Seo Jun cry, the other kids playing with him start to tear up too and are about to cry. And that's it. Every single baby in that room cries, and the mothers start to panic because of this. Stopping his cry, Seo Jun looked at the others, wondering if he cried for no reason. But if he did not cry, he wouldn't get to eat. Lying down, Seo Jun got his milk bottle and started sucking on it. However, the other kids with him are still not eating. Seo Jun's mother carried him in her arms. He still thought that the other kids were still crying, and it was still loud. He looked at his hands and wanted to try the powers of the wand, even though he had never used it before, which is why he didn't know if it would be effective. He reached out his hands, and there were sparks of light as the fairy wand was activated. The young children, who could see everything, had their attention grabbed, looking at Seo Jun, much to the mother's shock. The fairy wand was shaking, and the kids started copying what he was doing. They began sucking on their milk bottles too. The mothers were so happy watching their kids copying Seo Jun. They even praised Seo Jun for eating so well that it made their children envy and copy him. They called it the baby world's mukbang, and it seemed that Seo Jun could already do a real mukbang. They requested that Seo Jun's mother could record him while eating. Ji-yoon's mother is concerned about her child, who is smaller than her peers, because she's not eating well. The hospital even said that they should feed her well. Seo Jun's mother comforted her again, letting her know that Seo Jun was just bigger than kids his age. Seo Jun, looking at Ji-yoon, thought that unnecessary crying, even when you're not hungry, comes from a bad mood. He cutely told Ji-yoon to stop crying, but what happened is that the kids slowly gathered around him instead. Raising his hand, he called his mom for help. His mom is telling his dad that the kids copied Seo Jun because he was eating so well, which his dad found really interesting. They even called him the Seo Jun mukbang star of the baby world, which made his dad laugh upon hearing it. But they stopped talking when they noticed Seo Jun holding a slim toy and smashing it with his other toys. They wondered if they should stop him from doing that, but his mom said that it was okay, since Seo Jun was really kind. She also added to her story that Seo Jun was even flattened briefly by the other babies too, but he didn't hit any of them and stayed still. His dad was shocked hearing that he was flattened, but his mom rephrased it, telling her husband that they just crowded around him because he was popular. Seo Jun's dad sighed with relief upon hearing that and asked his son if he was excited. The cute baby Seo Jun excitedly wiggled both of his arms while thinking that he would have his revenge on the dragon punk that killed him in his previous life. Happily carrying their precious son, they started planning who would be the one to record Seo Jun while eating baby food and drinking his baby formula. Sitting in his high chair, Seo Jun smiled at the camera that his dad was holding while his mom fed him baby food. He raised both his arms after eating a spoonful of baby food to activate the fairy wand. He felt weird about doing it, but anyway, he did it cutely, so it passed. His mom asked him if he was excited and if the baby food was delicious, and he just cooed in response. His mom told him that she was also happy because Seo Jun was eating so well. After recording the videos, they sent them to their chat, and Ji-yoon's mom happily told them that her child had eaten all her food. 2 weeks later, Ji-yoon's mom told Seo Jun's mom that they were complimented at the hospital because Ji-yoon was eating well now. She thanked Seo Jun's mom for the help, and the others were happy to hear that. The other moms also chimed in, telling them that their kids are eating well and getting more confident after watching the videos of Seo Jun. The cute kids were all laughing and happy for no reason, just because their moms were laughing too. Seo Jun watched them and realized that the fairy wand is effective through video too. Hugging his now favorite skeleton king doll, he thought that it would be easier to be a superstar since the fairy wand could be used through video too. One of the mothers asked if it was okay to upload the video to YouTube. She told Seo Jun's mom that she uses YouTube and that she also uploaded her child's face on VLive, but she accidentally said that her child, Mina, is eating well without realizing it. She apologized, but Seo Jun's mom just said that it was fine. Because of that, they received a lot of comments asking them to tell them how to make their babies eat their food. She did not mention Seo Jun, but instead, she told them the baby formula name and the baby food that her child Mina eats. She suggested that they upload the video to YouTube to help other mothers who are having some issues feeding their babies. She thinks that it will be okay, but it would be better if Seo Jun can already talk, so that's why they can ask him. But when she looked at her son, he was currently busy playing with his skeleton king doll and drawing a magic circle. She then answered that she would discuss it with her husband before deciding. Speaking of Seo Jun's father, he is currently in the office looking at Seo Jun's picture on his phone, wondering if Seo Jun is growing up too quickly. Behind him, a coworker and a friend asked if Seo Jun still likes the orc doll that he gave him since he saw in the photo that Seo Jun was hugging the doll. Seo Jun's dad just sighs, but his friend just grins. Honestly, he was worried that Seo Jun would get scared of the dolls that he gave, but instead, Seo Jun loved the dolls and even discarded his bunny doll, which shocked his dad and Hee-sung, his friend. Because of this, the two of them were reprimanded by Seo Jun's mom. Hee-sung said that Seo Jun has a really unique taste, and he was blamed now since it became a mandatory doll. He also asked why Seo Jun was waving his hands in the video. He was told that he was just especially excited. Hee-sung commented that maybe he likes the camera and he is waving his hands because he's excited by it. They even commented that he was totally born to become an actor. His dad is playing with Seo Jun, reading a script given by his dear friend Hee-sang. He is the Lich King, Edmund, which makes Seo Jun so happy but not his dad. He stops reading the script, but baby Seo Jun grabs the paper, asking him to continue reading it. Defeated, he continues acting and reading the script for Seo Jun's happiness. Somehow, Seo Jun is not satisfied. His mom tells his dad that he wants him to put more emotion into reading. She adds that he also enjoyed playing with Hee-sang, while Seo Jun was getting mad, telling his dad to stop talking to his mom and continue reading and playing with him. He ends the play with Seo Jun winning, which makes him happy and giggle. He was carried by his mom while he was still so happy being amazing and winning against his dad. She told her husband that she is thinking of uploading the video of Seo Jun, but he is worried that someday Seo Jun will ask them why they uploaded it. His dad answered that it is only a video of when he was a baby, and by the time Seo Jun is able to say those words, people would have already forgotten about it. He even added that it is possible that their kid likes being on camera. He explained that normally when Seo Jun eats, he eats calmly, but when the camera is recording, he gets super excited and even starts waving his arms, imitating his son too. Seo Jun is watching his father and would like to yell at him that he needs to shake his arms to use the fairy wand powers. His mom is still skeptical about this, but his dad answers that Seo Jun was blabbing that his acting wasn't good, which both of them agreed upon. But his dad was surprised that their son was really amazing. He wonders how Seo Jun knows that his dad's acting is awkward, and his mom also adds that Seo Jun can't even understand what he is hearing. Seo Jun smiled at his mom, and he would like to tell her that he understood everything. His dad raised him up, telling him that he is a genius, which his mom agrees with. They wonder if they can get him into acting, but Seo Jun already answered with his baby talks. His mom confirmed with his dad that he was fine by uploading Seo Jun's video on YouTube, and his dad agreed to it since they would like to help other people. She lets the other mothers know that she will upload the video, and they suggest adding a title in English and Korean along with the channel name. They decided to name the channel Jun, and they finally were able to upload the 2 videos right away. Not long after, multiple mothers were showing the video to their kids who are picky in eating, and it miraculously helped their children to eat more. It was even featured in a post, and comments vary, talking about how effective it is and how it did not work for other kids who are older than Seo Jun. A teddy bear was given to Seo Jun. It was from his father's office mate. He also mentioned the 2-headed troll that can be seen in the video. Seo Jun's dad panicked and handed him over to his friend, then went to check on the video that was in question. Seo Jun is looking at the teddy bear that his dad dropped on the floor. His dad's friend asked Seo Jun if he was disappointed because he gave him a teddy bear, a normal-looking doll. Seo Jun cutely answered him, but he told him that he was disappointed because Seo Jun was underestimating him too much. He opened the doll, and Seo Jun's eyes widened when he saw the small bear with a creepy smile that his uncle was holding. He was amazed to see the small creepy bear from the big fluffy bear, but he was told that they needed to keep it a secret. He hugged the bear lovingly, while his dad asked his friend where the 2-headed doll was in the video. He pointed it out, but his dad told his friend that they couldn't even see it, which made him annoyed. On the other hand, Seo Jun's mom and her friends were talking about themselves. They were discussing removing the baby formulas that have a bad reputation amongst mothers, because Seo Jun has an image to uphold. But his mom told them that she was not saying that they were doing the commercial. The others argued that they need to make a lot of money to give to Seo Jun and that they need to take out companies with a bad image. Then his mom mentions that he likes the elephant baby formula. She also added that they tried all of the baby formulas recommended by mothering blogs, but he liked elephant the most. The other mothers agree that even their kids love the elephant formula. One of the mothers then decided to give the said baby formula a try for her baby. They laugh, saying that Seo Jun is going to make it all sell out the formula in no time. His mom asks if they should collaborate with the elephant baby company then, and that she should ask her husband about it. Hearing about the ad, his dad was enthusiastic about it too. And just like that, Mom and Seo Jun got the go signal for the commercial. The next day, Dad is running late, and Seo Jun is already feeling sleepy waiting for his dad. When finally Dad came, he got the contract in his hand, reaching out to Seo Jun asking for a kiss, but his mom stops his dad, telling him to wash up first because he smells like alcohol. After refreshing himself, he showed the contract to his wife while Seo Jun was playing beside them. His dad was talking about how the shoot would go. It will only take 30 minutes while Seo Jun is eating, and if they need more footage, they will film some extra on the day. Any additional filming will be after Seo Jun has digested his food. His mom wonders if it's possible to finish the filming in 30 minutes, and the dad says that it is fine because they are aiming to make the video look like the YouTube videos. They will even add subtitles to it. It will be initially uploaded on YouTube, and then it will be aired as TV commercials later on. It will last for 3 months. To make sure, his dad went to his lawyer friend to consult about the contract with the elephant baby formula. He was happy to know that the contract from the company doesn't have any hidden clauses and that it seems fine. After careful thinking, they finally decided to do the commercial. Even Seo Jun agrees, nodding his head, which makes his parents laugh. They even let Seo Jun place his thumbprint on the contract. It wouldn't be a perfect first contract without a picture to be taken to commemorate the occasion. They took a happy family picture. Seo Jun sat at his desk, his fingers tapping impatiently as he pondered his next move. With a deep furrow in his brow, he glanced over his collection of abilities, searching for the perfect match. Each one seemed promising in its own right, but none quite fit the bill for his current task. As he sifted through the pages of his library, frustration gnawed at him, his mind racing to find a solution. He needed an ability that would appeal to adults, something that would captivate their attention and compel them to take action. But try as he might, he couldn't seem to find the right fit. Just as he was about to give up hope, something caught his eye, a glimmer of inspiration amidst the sea of options. A smile spread across his face, his heart swelling with excitement as he realized he had found exactly what he was looking for. With determination, Seo Jun set to work, his mind buzzing with ideas for how to implement his newfound ability. He knew that with the right approach, he could use it to capture the attention of adults and persuade them to buy whatever he was selling. It's the day of the shoot. They arrived early, greeting everyone on set. Choi Hyun-ji introduced herself as the head of the elephant planning team and even showed them around the studio. They noticed that the studio is set up similarly to their living room at home, which Hyun-ji said they intended to design like that. They were brought to the waiting room and told that they could look around the studio too, if they like. Looking around, his dad said that they didn't know they would prepare so much for them. They even provided cute dolls in the waiting room too. Still, they wonder if Seo Jun will like the dolls. He looked at the dolls, but he still preferred the bear that was given to him by his uncle, a friend of his dad. He touched his tummy and wished that everything would be fine, but he felt his head being heavy.